Boy.
I love you, Tiggy.
Love you too, baby. All right, let's go.
And Tiggy.
All right, so hold on. We're gonna take order here for a second because I want to know everybody's name, starting with you. What's yours?
My name is Alexander Traeger.
Liar.
Kim Coates, and your name
Is Theodore Rossi, and I play a very complicated person named Juice. Let's go down the line. Who we got? Who's in the glasses right there? What do we got? Right here.
Yeah.
No.
Me?
That's not correct. You.
There you go. Hi, sweetie. What's your
My
name?
name is Liz.
Liz.
Hi, Liz.
What's up, Liz?
Hi,
Where are you from? Where are you? Where are you?
I'm in Chandler, Arizona.
Ah, Arizona.
Is it 142 degrees?
Actually, it's raining today.
I heard. Hurricane rain.
Yeah.
Okay. Next to Liz from Chandler, Arizona. I don't know. You guys don't know the positions you're in, so okay,
No,
let's do
we
it
don't.
like this. How do we do this? How do I know who's who? People just start saying your name.
Here, we're from Louisville, Kentucky. My name is Jessica. My name is Carrie.
Hey, Carrie, how are you?
We're good. It's cold here.
Really?
It's reaching 50s and 60s. We love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
That's rock.
Thank you.
I've been watching
All right.
you guys since day one.
Keep going. Don't stop. Say your name.
My name is Emily, and I'm in Oslo, Norway.
Wow. Nice.
Nice. Very cool. I like those tattoos.
1:30 in the morning, so I'm getting tired.
Thanks for hanging in, honey.
2:30 in the morning.
1:30 in the morning.
That's some dedication right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim Coates at 1:30 in the morning. That's an eye opener.
That's gonna be a lot later than that.
Don't try to figure it out. Don't do it. Don't do it.
4:30 in the morning. Yeah.
Okay. Go. Next.
Okay, I'm Becky. I'm in Mississauga, otherwise known as, Toronto. Cause
I know where that is.
Hi.
This is actually the King Canadian, and obviously I'm half Canadian now.
Well, that's why this is like special, because I'm the only Canadian here. Not that the other girls are fabulous,
Nice.
but
Mississauga is where.
Just outside of Toronto, Etobicoke, Mississauga. It's on the way to Oakville.
look at that.
We were in St. Catharines 2 weeks ago doing that big charity for the Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
Yeah.
Mississauga is just a little bit east of there. It's beautiful.
Cool.
Amazing.
Hi, buddy. Vegas boy. Hi, girlfriend.
Hi, I'm Brittany from
Hi,
Freeport,
Brittany.
Illinois.
Illinois?
Yes, it's cold here too.
Yeah, we've been to Chicago a few times.
Yeah.
And it's cold every time I was there. But we've been
Yeah.
a few big SOA town, Chicago, for us. All right, and who else? Anybody else?
I'm Molly. I'm from Iowa.
Hi, Molly from Iowa.
Hi, guys. Oh, you're so cute. I can squeeze your faces.
I'll squeeze them for you. I'll squeeze them for you.
Oh my
There we
God,
go.
I don't know where it's going.
There we go. Yeah, we're squeezing.
Here's to you, Tiggy. What are you drinking?
I have a little bit of red water right here.
Oh. Here's to you.
And I'm drinking a jug of water, so there it is.
Theo's the professional water drinker.
Water.
All right, and then Vegas, my Sons of Anarchy recap, YouTube. Say the name.
How you doing? How you doing, guys? My name's AJ, and I'm from Concord, California.
Yeah. And AJ, just so you all know, AJ does a show on YouTube. Tell him the show that you do.
I have a show. It's the Sons of Anarchy prediction show. We have a recap, predictions for the friends and foes, and then I throw it out to the fans with the You Predict It segment. That's pretty much it.
Can I just
Never
say
been
that
right.
AJ looks like he would be a
Never
good
been
cast member?
Who?
AJ would be a great cast member.
He's far too sexy for our show. Far too sexy.
That's pretty cool.
We all have all the sexy men. I'd like to know where it's better than past.
How do we do that?
How do we do it?
Well, you can let them each ask a question, or you can do some from here first.
No, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's ask some questions. Whoever goes first, go.
Okay,
Well,
I'll go first. No, go ahead. See, that's
Are
the
you sure?
Canadian in me. I'm being polite. Go for it.
Well, thank you. I was just wondering, Theo, how you got involved with the One Heart Source program, and what kind of, I guess that's just what got you involved.
Okay, so Kim's daughter, Kyla, is basically One Heart Source. She is One Heart Source. So it's Kim who brought One Heart Source to us. He's going to explain it all because it's terrific, and we actually have the biggest event of the year.
Yeah, it's called Hogs for Heart. Kyla Coates, my daughter, and 5 other incredible brainiac kids from UCLA started this nonprofit in Tanzania, Zanzibar, and Cape Town. It's called One Heart Source, and it's an incredible infusion of help and education and money for these kids who have literally nothing over there in Africa. My wife Diana and I were able to go over there a year and a half ago to visit Kyla and see what she does right on the ground, and it's phenomenal. It's all educational based. And we raised so much money for these 2 Hogs for Heart nights that we've had with all the boys and girls from Sons of Anarchy. And Theo, as a co-host with me, we'll do our 3rd and probably final one because we're done now with Sons.
Yeah.
It's coming up. The tickets were gone in like 2.5 seconds.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Every ticket sold out.
Yeah. So it's going to be a big night. We're going to raise over $100,000 this year, and won't be a dry eye in the house, and it's just going to be an amazing, amazing night. So that's One Heart Source.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Go for it.
I've got one. Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead, sweetie. There you go.
Go, ladies
Yeah, go
first.
for it.
Ladies first. AJ's last. He knows that.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Okay, go for it, sweetie. There you go. Hi.
Okay. My question for Kim is, how much are you like Tig in real life? Are you actually that crazy?
Absolutely 100%. I am like him 100%. Is my nose growing? Yeah, no, I don't think a lot other than what happened today on set. I'm a fairly good bike rider, and we had a pretty big deal on set today. But no, not a lot. Tig is a very, very special cat. I think the characters that Theo and I have been able to convey over the 7 years has been a full gambit of emotions and crazy and subtle and weird and funny emotions. And I think Kurt Sutter's done an amazing job at giving him and me that outlet of being uncomfortable at times. And I'm really, really thrilled to say that I'm probably nothing like Tig. However, you have to bring part of yourself to everything you play. That's the way I act. So, yeah.
Great.
Go for
I
it.
have a question for Theo.
Yeah.
How has this year been different for filming since you're kind of away from all the other guys? And did you reach out to Ron to get advice on how to feel exiled?
Yeah, that's a great question, by the way. We are, just the way Tiggy over here just said it, we are so, like, tight, all of us. Like, we all kind of hang all the time. And really, I started getting a taste of this in season 4. You know what I'm saying? And really what happened was when I was doing this stuff with Roosevelt and stuff in season 4, I kind of got that first taste of being away from the guys on certain days. And then season 5, I had stuff with Clay when I wasn't with the boys. So the boys would be doing stuff and I'd kind of be away. And then season 6, I kind of came back. This year, obviously, and there's, you guys have only seen 2 episodes. There's a lot that goes down. It's different, but it's perfect because of, obviously the way season 6 ended and what's been going on in season 7 really helped everything. But yeah, Ron dealt with that, and obviously with Ron, when he was in jail and being away from all of us, so.
And it's, I gotta say, it's weird because you guys, obviously, you don't know where we're at in the season, and we can't really give stuff away. But I have to say that in Sutter's creation of this final season, it's really weird to have my boy on his journey of doing what Juice is now doing for the club, and the club has to do with the club things it needs to do. Sometimes we don't see a lot of each other, and it's really weird on the set right now.
How long does it take for you all to get all those tattoos on every time?
Well, Kim has about 30 that you don't see. They're on his butt cheeks. They're on his thighs. No, you know what? You know what? I think
you have the heart. You have the longest.
Yeah, with you know.
I gotta say it's weird because you guys obviously you don't know where we're at in the season and we can't really give stuff away. But I have to.
I don't know what happened. Somebody got muted. Something happened. Something went down. Somebody got muted. Somebody knows something.
Just finish off. You take the longest in makeup.
No. So what happened was Opie used to be in makeup for a long time, right? And Nero has a lot of tattoos too. But you know, me with the head shaving, the mohawk, you know, before this, and obviously with the adding of the sunshine tattoos, you know, last year, it's always been. But we got it down. We're like an hour and a half. An hour and a half. Kim's late every day, so it doesn't even matter.
12 minutes for me.
12 minutes late every day.
You slap them on, I'm out. In, out.
Every day he's late.
So how has Sons of Anarchy affected your life? Both of you guys.
You know how it's affected our life? Look at us two, right here. Talking to you two.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not here without Sons of Anarchy, right? I mean, Sons of Anarchy is directly responsible for a lot of our successes in the last 6 or 7 years. And we really do have large lives outside of this show, but this show has provided so much love and friendship and craziness, just craziness, that I'm sure Theo will concur. We're not going to forget it.
Right.
When this is all over and said and done, we're not going to forget it.
It's everything. I mean, we've all, you know, grown up in certain individual ways on this show. You know,
you and Charlie were the babies.
Yeah, but even
it's amazing watching you guys grow up. It really is, and like change as a person, as a character. You can definitely tell, and you like the way that the show just draws you as a fan is amazing.
Yeah,
thank you.
And thank you so much. And I mean, and obviously, you know, just you know, we have. You know, people joke around about this, and I think before this show, I guest starred on every TV show on the planet at one point. There's no such thing as fans like Sons of Anarchy fans. I mean, they are truly, it's like not even a fan, it's like family. I mean, we every day we're encountered by amazing people who know and care so much about this show.
Even the paparazzi.
Even the paparazzi.
I feel like it's a part of your life.
Say that again?
You feel like it's a part of your life, like just watching the show since 2008. Like it's really like I feel like it's a part of my life. Like I'm a part of you guys.
That's very cool.
Thank you,
that's how we feel too.
Okay, handsome, what do you got for us?
AJ,
come on, AJ.
What do you got?
Well, I was going to ask you about your charities, but that's already been addressed. So I guess I will start off by asking.
No, I mean, listen, we can talk about charities all day. Obviously, you guys can go to .com. You can go to AABSP.com, but just go ahead. Let me hear. What do you got, AJ?
Well, I was going to ask you, how can the Sons of Anarchy fans and everybody get involved? What would be the best way and where to go to donate?
You know, with us, you know, we're pretty transparent, and like, you know, with us, you can find out all our stuff kind of right online if you even Google, like, you know, our charities. But right now, our list, what we're working with right now, is for me, it's AVSP, a very special place, which is my local, you know, Staten Island, New York charity. The Boot Campaign, which is both of our charities, but we're ambassadors for that. We're obviously we're doing
so
we're so proud of. We've been with them since '09, and we're doing our huge boot ride on November 2nd in San Antonio, which is going to be bananas. And then obviously the Humane Society, I just started becoming a street dog defender for the Humane Society. And then One Heart Source, we have the biggest event of the year, which ultimately, truly might be our last event altogether. You know, and that's why it's so special to us, not just for what's going on in Tanzania and Africa and everything like that, but mainly
as us, as an incredible,
as a family.
Yeah, family for the show.
Thank you, AJ.
You're welcome. Thank you.
My little girl from Norway.
Norway, what do you got?
What do you got? There you are.
Oslo.
Hi, sweetie.
When can we expect our invitations to Venus and Tig's wedding?
Wow. That's very, very funny. You should ask that. Let's just say this.
There's rumors.
They're in the mail. No. let's just say this. Walton Goggins is coming back this year. Don't know much about it, but you can guarantee that if Walton Goggins is doing her thing as Venus, Tig's going to be involved in some way. So I'm very excited at the prospect.
Nice.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Apparently, I've been told by one of my 3 dogs who just ran in that we are going to take questions with people's names, right? Is this what I do?
People have sent in their questions using the hashtag on Facebook and Twitter, so you guys can go through and answer questions.
All right, we're going to answer some of their questions. We're going to try our best. Okay.
I don't know if you guys know that I'm here. But,
oh, yeah, there you go. Now I can see. You got the beats on. I have the same beat. Are those the all black ones? Are those the all black?
There you are.
Yeah, I got the same one.
Okay, what do you got?
What do you got?
I was just curious, real quick. Now that Clay's gone and Jim is so distanced from the AMC, Kim, who do you think Tig's closest to? I mean, I know he's loyal, but does he connect with anybody anymore?
I think Tig's closest to his dog Bonnie.
Yeah.
I think, Tig's closest to his dog Bonnie. It's a very, very precarious world in the Sons of Anarchy union of brotherhood these days, right? I think Tig's very loyal. I think he feels for Juice, to tell you the honest truth, and it's not because Theo's sitting beside me right now. I think Tig feels, something for that kid, that something is not right. There's so many lies going on with our club these days. There's so many secrets going on with our club these days that, I think Tig is that guy who, I'm not that close to Jax, but I'm not that far away. I think Chip and him have a bond. I think Bobby and Tig have a bond. But it's still, I'm a Clay residual, Tig is a Clay residual, and it's going to be very funky to see how it all ends up for Juice and Tig in this final season for sure. That's a great question.
And let me just elaborate on that question. Hold on, I want to elaborate on it because it's a great question. I'm going to tell you. First of all, you guys have to realize a couple of things. One, I'm a huge fan of the show, so it's weird. I feel kind of exactly like sometimes how the fans feel. Like I watch it and I'm like, oh, Juice, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's like I watch it as a fan. I watch episodes 2 to 3 times, and today I was showing Megan the thing on YouTube, the casting by that came out on like the 2nd season DVD where they showed us all being cast and we did our auditions and all that. And Wendy O'Brien and everybody and Kurt talk about the cast and how we all got cast on the show, and they showed each character. And I was watching Tig's, and when they show, he came in and they showed his audition, and then they showed the bar scene where like he pulled Clay out of the way and then shot back. And season 1, right? And then it was the Taco Twofer scene, and then the scene with Donna, and every scene that they showed, he's right next to Clay, right? It's like Tig and Clay, and it was like for a second, because we're so far removed, you almost go, wow, that was something that was so huge.
It was as big as Jackson Opie.
Right.
For sure.
Without a doubt.
For sure.
Without a doubt. And that's funny because that's such a great question, because after that removal, Clay's gone.
Tig doesn't have anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the sergeant at arms. He's not, whatever. So as a fan, for me, it was like, wow, that's something that we never really kind of, saw where it goes and all that. So, but it's cool because obviously we got a lot of season left here, and there's a lot that goes down. Yeah. Good question. Who else? Anybody here didn't ask their question?
Have we missed a question?
Did we miss it?
I'm going to do my question.
Go.
It's for both of you, and I'm curious to know if there's anything that you kind of would like to do in real life, but, don't really have the guts to do so, but, your characters probably would. So if you could live vicariously through Tig and Juice, what would you do?
Tig's capable of anything.
I'll say this, that the thing that I've learned, being so anti-war that Kim Coates is, so anti-war that I am as a human being, The soldiers that I've met, men and women around the world, from America, from Canada, from Britain, and doing what they're doing on a daily basis. Tig, and Australia too, for sure. I could name countless countries, but Tig is a former Marine, as was Clay. They were both in the Marines as kids, for sure. That's why I can shoot the best. That's why Clay was just, the way he was. So if there's something that I could do is, I guess my USO stuff that I do with Theo, I can't do enough of that stuff. I can't respect enough of our troops. I feel for them. I want them all home. I want them all safe, and I want this world to be a better place. And I think that, in another calling, that's probably what I would be doing.
Military. Yeah, that's great. For Juice, if I could do anything through Juice, what I appreciate about Juice more than anything, and every day I think about it, it'll stick with me forever, is his undying loyalty to make everything right, even though every time he tries to make everything right, it goes horrifically wrong. The fact that he tried so hard to make everything right, like to a point of legitimately murdering people. You know what I mean? Like he wants.
Yeah, how did that get you, man? You're like a young Tig now. What the hell happened to you?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all are alike.
Reminder of the father. The second the father thing came up, it all went down.
But you make us want to give you a hug. See, and I think, I don't know if it differs between like male fans and female fans, but a lot of my guy friends will be, oh, Juice is so soft, and he needs to like man up, and I'm the one going, no, he's trying to do good. Like he wants to be the good guy. It's just not working.
Yeah, I said recently on this thing with Entertainment Weekly, and I think it's true, I've always found Juice as a bit of a science experiment, because if I like kill somebody on the show, or I strangle someone with a pillow, or I run over a cop, people will be on the street, they'll be like, that was awesome, man, that was amazing, man, great work. But then like if I like show any type of like vulnerability as the character, people are like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Man up.
Man up.
Yeah.
Stop crying.
To be this, and you go, wow, that's weird, right? If you do, so people, I believe, want to see characters do things that they aren't capable of doing. And the truth is, most of us, a lot of people have problems with sadness and depression and trying to do things, so they don't want to see that on television. They want to see somebody ride a motorcycle 90 miles an hour and shoot 27 people. So that's the difference between the kind of the psychology of how people feel. And it's cool because, like I said today, and like he just stated about our two characters, the greatest thing you can hear as an actor is not ambivalence. They feel something. Hate, love. They just, as long as you feel something, we're doing our job. That's all that matters.
Okay, girl, you're next. There you are.
There you are. What is?
Come on. What do you got?
Come on.
There you are.
You're on. She doesn't know she's on.
Do you know
Do all of you all really ride
Hang
motorcycles?
on. Hey, I love you too. Hang on. We got you guys already. Where's the other gal?
Right there.
There you are.
Molly.
Hi.
Molly.
Molly. Oh, hi.
Hi, Molly.
Hi,
Where are you? There you are. What's your question, honey?
Okay, well, I have another question. My friend Brooks is texting me nonstop asking me, she's going to LA next week, and she has to know what's the best fried chicken in LA. Go.
Oh, that would be
I'm
the
trying to
most
lose
famous.
weight for a nude scene I got coming up. I have no idea.
The most famous is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Good.
All right, the Roscoe's in Hollywood. All right, you ready, Tig? We're going to ask you some questions. All right. And they're marked. This is crazy. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
From Krista Browning. From your characters' perspectives, if Juice and Tig could each take back just one of their mistakes, what would they be?
Asking you to dunk your balls in my mouth.
That was a mistake?
Yeah. Because I should have made you do it. What about you?
One mistake. I got 7 million of them. One mistake. I mean, that's a loaded question for me. I guess the one mistake is I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like everything is exactly the way it should be.
That's a good answer right there.
I feel like everything is exactly where it's led us. So I have I have no regrets as Theo or Juice. Next question from Dawn Alejos Sabato. Is Juice's ultimate Achilles heel his loyalty to the MC, or is his fear of identity loss without the MC? I relate to Juice's personality and flaws, and I'm fascinated with his series-long self-destruction spiral. It is a self-destruction spiral. So let's just answer that part of it. Is his Achilles heel his loyalty to the MC, or his fear of identity loss without the MC? Without a doubt. It's the only family he knows, and he has nothing. He has nothing except for them. And everything that has been done, in every choice that's been made, has been for the Reaper, has been for the crew, has been for everything. It's gone horrendously wrong. So that is his loyalty to just have a family. That's 100% his thing that has started all of it. Okay. Hashtag Team Theo, hashtag Clone Club, First Lady SOA asks, Kim, what book have you read this year that was just truly intriguing to you?
I haven't read a book in 47 years.
You can't read, kids.
Are you kidding me? No, I read a book called Gods Like Us. That was the latest book I read. It's an incredible story. It's an autobiography of all the stars in Hollywood and why we're so revered as gods. It's an incredible read. I can't even tell you. It's so fascinating, the beginnings of Hollywood and why there's this fascination of stars in today's society and in the past. It's an amazing read.
It's a two-parter, so I just want to ask the second part. What's both of your favorite home-cooked meals, and can either one of you cook?
Yes, we can cook. My favorite home-cooked meal is anything by his mother or my mother. Yeah. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. For you Canadians out there, my mother does the old whoop whenever Saskatchewan scores a touchdown, and Theo was privy to that.
Does Diana not cook for you?
Yeah, Diana's a great cook. My wife's a great cook. But my mom, I'm just saying, my mom, you know, moms.
Yeah, our moms cook amazing, and I've been to Canada for giant. Where was I when I went to the family?
Edmonton.
Yeah, that was I don't know what was going on there.
We had a little high Theo and Kim night, and we had a little barbecue, and Mom was there, and she just couldn't take her hands off of Theo.
Okay. Lindsay at Lindsay Apple asks, will you guys be taking any souvenirs from the SOA set? Thanks.
Sorry?
Will you guys be taking any souvenirs from the SOA set? Thanks.
I'll be taking his abs. I'll be taking Theo's abs, these right here, because they're like granite. They're granite. Mine are like biker abs.
This is the lunacy
like,
I have to deal with.
But these abs right here, I'm taking them with me.
No, we talked about this today. So this is a big question that's come up, obviously. Oh, yeah. All right. I think everybody just heard what you just said. Wow. I'm pretty sure. But no, listen, obviously this is a huge, huge undercover talk that's going on between every one of us of, what
are we taking? What do we get?
There might be.
What do we want?
There might be fist fights at the end because a lot of people want a lot of things. So, we'll see. People are going to be taking stuff left and right. All right. Oh, Jesse Vampire Biker at Vampire Addict. Kim, Tig and Rat make a great couple. You two were hilarious last night.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
Will there be more Tig and Rat moments? Kim doesn't watch the show.
I don't watch the show. I mean, I watch the show when it's over. Theo's a much he's way more loyal than I will ever be, but he's also got more time in his hands. Yeah. I don't know how, but he does. Rat and I had a lot of fun doing that second episode. I hear it was really funny.
It was.
I can't wait to see it when we're done filming. I'll watch them all at once. Boom, 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 boom. 12 hours in a row. But I hear it was really funny, and I'm happy for Rat. I love working with Nico. It's great.
Not that I want to give somebody a second question, but I have to ask this. It's from Team Theo and at Clone Club. Kim, what is the secret to that gorgeous hair of yours?
Stop it! Why are you feeding the animals like that?
They want to know. Obviously, AJ wants to know. Look at his hair.
I can't take my eyes
look
off
at
of
AJ's
AJ.
hair. What is it? Look at all this hair. This
and
is
your
good.
hair, my darling. Look at you, all Molly straight.
They all have nice. Everybody has nice hair. Look at AJ's hair.
Why is AJ in focus and no one else is?
Because AJ's got a good camera on his computer, obviously.
Very nice.
Somebody told me to get lighting.
It's good lighting.
Good lighting.
AJ, what do you think he uses in his hair? Because it's obviously fascinating. Fascinating.
I don't think he uses anything.
What are you using in there? Is that olive oil of some type?
Oh, natural.
No, I use serum. Yeah, it really gives a bountiful curl.
Never tried that.
Yeah, it works.
You might have just gave him a tip. For a tip. All right. Okay. That's a good question. Sarah, at SarahJL86. What does preparing for each episode consist of for both of you, as they can be pretty heavy roles?
Well, I'm going to talk for Theo. He can talk for me if he wants. Theo is on a bit of an island, certainly at the beginning of this season. And he's on the Theo Island, we like to call it. So I don't know what he does to prepare for the stuff he's got to do, but he's in a shitload of trouble. And it's fascinating to see these scripts come in and see what the kid has to do. I, on the other hand, every day, riding and punching, and it seems like shooting a lot of people. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You do kill a lot of people.
Oh, it's so depressing. But, we get through our days, right, Theo?
Yeah. It's listen, it all depends, right? The good thing about, and I said this recently, the genius of Kurt's writing is you never take giant leaps. Everything is a step. So as a character, it's never like you get something and you go, wow, how am I going to get there? It's usually right in the order of the next step, as in it makes sense. Not that you know what it is, but when you get it, it's not a giant leap.
And Sutter's really good at giving you a heads up if you need to get somewhere 4 shows down the line and there's a pivotal moment in, say, episode 2. He will give you a heads up, which is, I guess, the way you should do it in episodic television, which he and I, as regulars, have never done before. So Sutter's been really good at giving us heads up to be aware of certain emotions down the line as we play certain episodes.
Question from New York Range 22 at Beth Batista. After so many years of shaving your head, are you going to miss being bald? That's me.
Yeah.
Kim, do you ever cut your hair?
You answer. You go.
Me?
Yeah.
I love having a shaved head. And I always do grow it back when I'm done. And I kind of try to...
Can I tell a story about you?
I double for Ralph Macchio when I leave.
Can I tell a story about you? I'm going to tell a story about Theo. So, season 2, season 3, season 1, season 2, we're off the air, and Juicy Pants, we get back to shooting, and he starts, getting his tats and shaved. He can't go to a restaurant. People calling the cops, what the Sam Howell just walked into our restaurant.
This is before 15 million people watched the show.
Now,
this is when only you guys watched the show.
Now,
the first 2 seasons.
They're screaming, Juice is in the house!
Yeah. But in the beginning, listen, him and I just did that cool thing on FX where we said our 5 favorite scenes and all that. And, one of my always most vivid memories was that diaper scene, right? I'm this lunatic shooting outside downtown with tattoos on my head and a diaper on and military boots. And there's one guy watching, and all he wants to know is when we're leaving so he could park in his spot. Now when we shoot, there's 500 people watching, and paparazzi and all that. And back then, you just looked like a lunatic. And when the guy asked, I'm literally walking around, just a diaper on. I didn't even have a robe or anything. And the guy's like, what are you doing here? There's no security back then. There's nothing. No. And the guy's like, what are you doing? I said, oh, we're doing this TV show. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's going to last. He's looking at me going, what kind of TV show is this?
Get your truck out of my parking spot.
Yeah, just move everybody. This show's not lasting anyway. So it's so funny how different it is now, and just obviously I used to leave the tattoos on, when we'd be on the weekends and we go out, and now it's like for my own sanity, obviously you have to kind of somehow try to hide sometimes. All right, next question. Oh, all right. Florenza, Flo, at Jack and Jag. If you can pick one song to describe your life, or what you would call your song, what would it be?
I can't take my eyes off of me. I'm just too good for you to see.
Yes, it's perfect.
That's it. That's my song.
My song would be Bittersweet Symphony. That's what it is. Bittersweet Symphony, for sure. That or Johnny Cash's version of Hurt. Okay. Brian Dunlop, at Dunlop Brian. What sort of bikes do you normally ride outside of SOA? What are your favorites?
We have a couple each. Theo's got 2, I got 2. We're Harley guys. I mean, we're lucky enough to be on a show that...
Chibs rides a BMW off the show.
Yeah.
Rocco, what do you ride, Rock?
He traded a couple of Harleys into that BMW, but
Yeah.
I'm a Harley guy and proud of it. I love my bikes. I really do.
I ride a Street Bob 2012. That's my everyday bike. I shipped it out here. Shipped it out here from New York, and I don't even know where we are. We're in California.
It's okay. Just
holy shit. And then the other bike is a custom bike. You know, your life's crazy when you have no idea what state you're in.
And not even the state that he's from, but the state that his mind is in. That's
no idea.
Really...
No idea what's happening.
Come on, let's move this along.
All right,
We gotta go. Got an early call time.
Yes,
What's up?
we do.
Tig and Juice Time's almost over.
Okay, it's happening. Hold on.
What do you got?
Oh,
Those
these
are
are
your
your
favorites,
favorites?
man?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Okay, no.
Rebecca
seriously.
Benson. I'd asked them what one thing they'd love to do in real life. Oh, that's the same question we got. Somebody asked it from you. It was actually really good about what they do.
Okay, so
Hey,
do
attention
another
to
one.
the show.
Do another one.
Our producer is a disaster over here. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, I already know it. We know what he's going to say.
What?
I know
What guest star have you enjoyed working with the most? From Melissa at CuneBIMX.
Well, I will say this from Theo and me. The rumor has it on the street that everyone in Hollywood wants to be on our show, and that's a huge compliment to Sutter and us and the crew. And when they do come on the show, whoever it may be, it is flat out on, and they get great stuff to do, and we're thrilled to have them, and we have the fucking red carpet rolled out for them. And I personally don't have a favorite, but I'm certainly glad that Walton Goggins wanted to take this little special ride and put on those breasts and shave his legs and put that wig on and spend 4 hours in makeup for essentially the club and me, because it's been a fascinating journey to see a guy who will go to those lengths to do that kind of stuff for the writing and for the character and for creating something that he and I certainly will never forget.
Fun fact that season 1, Kim Coates and I did an episode of CSI Miami.
We did!
And Walton Goggins and I played criminal partners.
Was he in the same show?
Yes. And Billy...
He worked with you, not with me.
He was my crime partner.
Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
It was good. You threw me in a pool of acid. And then Billy Gerhardt, who's actually one of our resident directors on Sons, he was the cameraman on CSI Miami. So it was a giant whole kind of thing before it was what it is. There was no Venus. There was nothing. Yeah, that was pretty
Everybody
bananas.
wanted to be on a show.
Yeah.
How did we get on that show?
Yeah. And we were on CSI Miami. Look at that. So, I've always thought it'd be cool to have, like, instead of, you have the 1-9ers, the Mayans, and then, like, have, like, Wild Hogs on there. Have, like, John Travolta. Who else is on? Have them come in, like,
Kirk Douglas.
Just ride in, or whoever they were. I don't even know who the Wild Hogs were. It was, like, there's a couple of people in that.
It was Kirk Douglas, wasn't it?
No, Wild Hogs is, like, recent. Travolta and Martin Lawrence. It was pretty recent. And it was a funny movie.
It was pretty good.
I feel like Juice should be in the Wild Hogs. And would you mark something? Oh, yeah. It's a good question, and it's a good one to wrap up on, and then we'll say goodbye to our esteemed panel here. Squirrel, at Stacy WV, which part of your characters will stay with you? What do you hope to leave behind? Deep.
Jesus.
Deep.
Right.
It's deep. You want to play with the mustache?
Yeah, you're good at talking.
What part of your characters will stay with you?
I have no idea how to answer that question.
For me, it's kind of, listen, it's a broken record when I say this, but when you get into this business, you want to play every single emotion as an actor. You want to play them all, and you hope to do it throughout your career. You hope to play different kind of roles, whether it be an action star or sensitive or a psychotic killer or a or a loyal brother or anything. To be able to do it all in one character on one show is the biggest honor in the world. So what I would take with me was the fact that I was able to tap into more emotions than I ever thought would be possible as an actor, and season 7 is just a whole nother thing. And then what do I hope to leave behind? I feel like Sons of Anarchy is truly lightning in a bottle. It's iconic, and I think that when people say Sons of Anarchy is going off the air, it might be going off the air, but Sons of Anarchy never goes away. It's going to be everywhere forever. It's just every time you see a bike, every time you see somebody go by. Hopefully, as a fan, I want to see Kurt do that first 9 series. I really want to see that. I hope that happens. But it's never going to go away, no matter. So I just think what we leave behind is that we have the greatest fans on the planet, the most loyal, and we're a fan-made show. What show goes up every year in the 7th year and still keeps going up? That's insanity. So that's the stuff that I would leave behind.
What I'm going to leave behind is my hair. I am going to, in front of millions of people, shave my head. I might just have to shave it right the fuck off.
Or maybe he takes it off. Maybe it's not real. Maybe
it's just a wig. I don't know. How about that, you crazy people out there who love our show?
Yeah.
No, I
don't do it.
What's that?
Say it again.
Don't cut it.
Don't cut it. No,
don't cut it.
He can't cut it. It's his power.
It doesn't matter. It's Kim Coates. It doesn't matter.
Kim Coates. It doesn't.
I'm actually super excited about the future. I'm going to miss this show like crazy. I really am. It's going to be something that it hasn't really hit Theo and me and the rest of the guys and girls who are still on the show because we're still filming. But for you fans, it's the last season. No matter what, we're done. And it's going to be really, really crazy to actually put this baby to bed. And I'm going to be sad, but I'm very excited about the future.
Jim, before you sign off, I want to say, as a transgendered person, it means a whole lot to go into so bravely with the way you do.
That's and that's awesome, and I think that that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, good. Oh, awesome. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Listen, guys, seriously, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. It was chaotic and crazy as we always like it to be, and we're really excited to see what goes down because.
Rub his head.
Yeah, this head. This is as Megan.
I got a 5 o'clock.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Love you all.
Thank you for having us. You two fucking rock.
AJ.
Yeah.
For everybody here, let me hear your predictions for the season. Let me hear what you think. Let me hear. I'm putting you on the spot, AJ.
My predictions for tonight? Oh, man, I'm just about to shoot. Well, I believe that Jury... I believe that Jury just lost his son at the end of episode 2, and we're going to see some type of blowback from Indian Hills.
Yeah, I read some of that today. I mean, that'll all come out in the wash, obviously, pretty quick. Jury's been with us a while, so that's obviously, the way it ended. That's a great story point that's coming up. There's a lot of. Just remember this: nobody, including me, has ever guessed what Sutter's got in his brain. So, whatever you got planned,
it's horrifying.
Unplan it. All right.
Like 5 a.m.
All right. See you later, guys.
Good night, sweethearts. Well, it's time to go.
There, gentlemen.
Good night, sweethearts. Well, it's time to go.